head of my imagination, of my imagination. You're not a fairy tale, you're not make-believe. You came from heaven to be the friend that I can always count on, that I can always count on. Hear me shout it out. Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa. Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa. You are the hero, you are the good guy, you are the savior, and I know that you're always gonna be there. Yeah, you're always gonna be there. When I'm in danger, when I'm in trouble, when I'm surrounded, well, I know that it's you that I can count on, that I can always count on. Hear me shout it out. Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa. Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa.
Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend. Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend. Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend. Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend. Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend.
Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa.
Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend.
Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa.
Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend.
Jesus is better than any superhero. Jesus is my best friend. Whoa, whoa.
Stronger than Superman, faster than the Flash, bigger than the Hulk, man, Jesus, what a friend.
Jesus is better than any superhero.
Joshua 21:45. Not one of all the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Every one was fulfilled.
Hey, Hope City kids. So this month we have been learning all about God's promises and how we had learned that God promised to fix what was broken and how he promised us mercy and how his promises are for now and for later, and God's promises might take time. But none of these are empty words, because this week our big idea is, you see this little bottle that I have? See if we can open it up and see what this week's big idea is. That God keeps his promises. And it even has our memory verse on there. It says, our memory verse is, not one of all of the Lord's good promises to Israel failed. Everyone was fulfilled. Joshua 21:45. So you guys be sure to check out our Bible story, which is next, and make sure that you read it with your family. It's found in Genesis 40:1-40 and Genesis 45:1-8. So you make sure you read that with your family, because it's all about Joseph when he was in Egypt, and you get to make this fun craft. So it's all about him. And did you guys know that Joseph, he had to wait 13 years for God to fulfill his promise to him? Isn't that a long time? He even went to jail. That's crazy. For something he didn't even do. He got falsely accused, and he waited, and he was just waiting for God to fulfill his promise to him. And you know what? God did. So you remember, God keeps. So let's do this. God keeps his promises. Bye, Hope City kids.
What's up, friends? I kind of feel like we're family now. This is like the 5th episode of this vlog, and we're gaining more subscribers. I think, like everything, if we keep going, stuff is bound to happen, right? Hold 1 minute. Let me feed Grub. Are you hungry, Grub?
A few moments later.
Oh, look! We have a new comment here. This is from Johnny. Johnny says, so after Joseph was taken to Egypt, what happened next? Well, Johnny, let's find out, because I have no idea.
It's time for our Bible story. After Joseph's brothers had sent him away, he ended up in a different land called Egypt. Joseph worked very hard in this new place.
But wasn't he sad?
I'm sure he was, but he knew that what God promised in his dreams would happen eventually. Joseph worked for a very important man in Egypt named Potiphar. Potiphar trusted Joseph and put him in charge of his entire house.
That sounds like a big job.
It sure was, and Joseph took it very seriously. But one day, Potiphar's wife told a lie about Joseph, which made Potiphar very angry, and he sent Joseph to prison right away.
Oh no, it seems like only bad things are happening to Joseph.
It does seem that way, but guess what? Joseph knew he did nothing wrong. So even in prison, he kept working hard and never gave up on the dreams God showed him a long time ago.
He trusted God.
He did. Joseph's gift became known to other prisoners around him. They tell him their own dreams, and Joseph would then tell them what it meant. It was a wonderful gift that he had. After some time, the Pharaoh of Egypt heard about Joseph and his gift for explaining the meanings of dreams. You see, Pharaoh had some bad dreams himself and needed some help.
Oh my!
So Joseph was taken to see Pharaoh. Joseph told Pharaoh what his dreams meant, and that they were going to have 7 good years and 7 very bad years. There would be no food in the land during the bad years.
For 7 years?
Yes, but don't worry, Joseph gave Pharaoh a plan. They'd need to save extra food within the 7 good years, so they would have enough food for the 7 bad years that would come after. Pharaoh was very happy with that idea and set Joseph free from prison.
Awesome!
It didn't stop there. As time went on and the bad years came, Joseph's family back home were running out of food. So Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy food. By now, Joseph was a very important man in Egypt.
If I were Joseph, I would have said, "Told ya."
Can you imagine how Joseph must have felt? Happy to see them, but also sad and maybe even a little angry. But in the end, Joseph recognized them and forgave them for being mean to him. After that, the entire family moved to Egypt, where Joseph could make sure that they were well. It took what seemed like a long time, but God's promises came true. Joseph saved his family and helped to save all of Egypt too. He was an important man that everyone looked up to, just as he had dreamt a long time ago.
That's amazing. So God really kept his promise to Joseph. Yeah, it took some time, but it happened. God kept the promises that used to be just dreams to Joseph. Joseph did become someone super important, and because of that, he was able to save his whole family. I wonder what promises God will keep in our lives. So guys, today has been amazing. We learned so many amazing things about God that blows my mind. I feel good about it too though. And so should you. Catch you next week on this Callie's World. Peace.
Hi there, you chicken nuggets. It's me, Carl, and welcome to Grow TV.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cassie, and I'm super excited today because it's my birthday, and you know what that means.
What?
Come on, you know.
I don't.
Last year you forgot to buy me a present, and this year you said you were going to buy me something really great. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to Grow TV. Introducing your host, Carl, and your co-host, Cassie. Where we learn, where we grow, and we talk about Jesus. Once again, welcome to Grow TV.
Hi, Cassie. So it's your birthday today.
Yep, but you already knew that.
Of course I did. Happy birthday.
Thanks. So what'd you get me?
Well, it's a surprise. Come in.
Why'd you yell that?
Someone ring the doorbell.
I didn't hear anything.
Well, your hearing must be getting worse with age, Cassie. You should go see who it is.
I don't know.
Who's it? Oh, someone's knocking.
All right, I'll go check.
Okay, everyone, I did not know it was her birthday, and I cannot not get her a gift again. It'll make me the worst friend ever. So we gotta make a gift.
Hey, I'll just do this.
Knocking outside. It was just that lady who's always screaming at the birds. What is this?
This? It's your surprise present.
My surprise?
Yep, be careful with it though. I spent a lot of money on it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Just say thank you.
Thanks. Carl?
Yeah?
You forgot my birthday, didn't you?
What? No! No way did I forget your birthday! You're crazy! That's insane! No way did I forget your birthday! Okay, yeah, I did forget your birthday.
You didn't spend any money on this, did you?
I did buy the tape.
Listen, Carl.
No, Cassie, I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I know I promised I wouldn't forget, but I did. And I really tried.
Carl, it's okay.
What do you mean?
I knew you forgot, and I just want you to know it's okay. I actually kind of like the present.
Do you?
Sure. And to be honest, the promises I care about the most aren't the ones my friends make. It's the promises God makes, because you know they're always going to come true.
Always?
Always.
Always.
Yes, always. You remember Joseph? He was put in prison for something he didn't even do. But even in prison, God was still with him. Joseph had a gift of interpreting dreams, and one day Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, heard about it. Pharaoh asked Joseph to tell him what his weird dreams meant, and Joseph did. Joseph also gave him advice to plan ahead for the tough times coming, based on the dreams Pharaoh had. This impressed Pharaoh so much that he had Joseph taken out of prison and become second in command over all of Egypt. And then years later, his brothers, who thought he was dead, reunited with him and bowed at his feet.
Whoa, just like the dream he had when he was younger.
Yep, God kept the promises to Joseph, and God is keeping the promises to us now.
Like what kind of promises? Maybe I can get a promise and give it to you for your birthday.
That's nice of you, but everyone gets God's promises. It doesn't matter who you are. God's promises are for everyone.
All right, I knew that. Like, every time I clear my plate at dinner, I get dessert. And every time I eat dessert, I get really hyper.
I don't think any of those are promises God made. We can read the Bible to find real promises from God. Like Isaiah 41:10 tells us God promises to always be with us, so we don't have to be afraid. Matthew 6:33 says God promises to give us what is best for us when we put God first. And 1 John 1:9 says God promises to forgive us when we mess up.
Those are some awesome promises. God made all of them?
Yep, and not only does God make us promises, God keeps promises.
Can I promise you one thing right now?
Sure.
I promise I'm telling you the truth when I say, that's our big idea! Our big idea is God keeps promises.
So let's say it on the count of 3, okay?
Okay, 1,
2,
3. God keeps promises! Good job, everybody! Woohoo!
Thanks, Carl. Even though you forgot, you really made my day special.
Well, thanks for being understanding. I'm not very good at promises.
No worries. Plus, I ordered a cake for lunch, and I told them you'd pay for it. That's all right, right? See you next week, kiddos.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.
Israel wept for his son whom he loved. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken as a slave to Egypt to work in the house of a man named Potiphar, for Joseph's story was only just beginning.